Hi everyone and welcome to my Unfiltered 20s.
A podcast about the ups and downs, highs and lows, and realities of life in your 20s.
With me, Abbey Parker.
And me, Lucy Martin.
So we're back.
We're back!
We're back.
I'm ready to do it
all over again.
It's been a while.
Yes.
It's been... A lot has changed, really. I mean, the last time we recorded was April, I think, right?
Wow. Yeah,
So
probably.
Things have, massively opened up since
We're different
then.
people now.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, the world has opened.
The world has opened. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, having hot girl summers. Hopefully, hopefully you finish your exams, whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finished today, this very
finished
day of recording.
Today, the commitment to the podcast is extreme.
Yeah, here I am.
Tell everyone how your exams went, Abby. I'm sure everyone is interested.
Oh, everyone loves talking about other people's exams. It was stressful. It was fine. It was online. At least this time, my extra time was built in.
Yeah.
Because last year they were just like... Yeah. Because last year they were just like... Because obviously it was very rushed, the online thing. They were like, if people with extra time go over the time limit, like the upload time limit, we won't penalise you. But I was still scared, so I rushed to put it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I would stress about that.
But now it's built in, so I get my extra time and the upload time.
That's good.
So, winning.
When was your first one? Like, how long has it been exam season for you?
The 20th of May was my first.
That's long.
Yeah, 6 exams. So it was quite spread out at first. And then I had 2nd, 5th, 7th. By the way, 5th was a Saturday, might I add.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But it's fine. It was kind of not bookended. What's it called? Back-ended? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Heavier at the end.
Okay, yeah.
But it was fine. But it was literally like presentations and stuff at the beginning of the term. Then experiments, then dissertation, then exams. It's been boom, boom, boom.
It's been a lot, hasn't it? Like, 2021 has just been a lot. Like, so many deadlines. And I think it's just like, obviously, we've said this a lot before, but in normal times we'd have stuff to break up, like, in between, like, go out, have food and stuff, like, break up the... Whereas just sitting in your room the whole time, it just makes it literally one thing after another.
Yeah. Drink it off.
Drink it off. Drown our sorrows.
That's it. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. How I'm intrigued how they worked for you. Like, do you press it? You said the one today was like a bit different, didn't you? But like, you press it and then you only have a certain amount of time and you have to like quit.
Yeah. So there are two. I did two different kinds. So there's one where it's a 24-hour exam. So it opens at 9 a.m. and you can look at the questions and you have until 9 a.m. the next day to hand in your thing. So those are stressful. They're like, try not to spend 5 or 6 hours, on the paper. And I'm like, who's spending 6 hours in one day on 2 essays? That's extreme. Plus extra time, I think not. So then... So those are a bit less stressful because you have as much time as you want to do reading and stuff. And then the other one's like open for 24 hours, but once you start, you have 2 hours to do it.
Right.
So that was today, but it was on the uni site thing, so it was a bit different, but still 2 hours once you start.
I've seen a lot of people on like TikTok and YouTube and stuff. They seem to have the one where it's like 24 hours, you have the whole time to do it. But I think they're conducive to like spending all night doing it, because that's what I would do. I think I'd spend the whole time, because we had 7 days for ours for 2 essays. And
that's crazy.
I know it was better last year. Honestly, this year was just really hard. I don't know why. One tutor was like, spend 2 hours on it, don't spend any more. I'm not going to treat it any different if you spend more on it. The other tutor was like, if you only spend 2 hours on it, I'm going to tell. Like, you need to spend longer. I think it took me 4 days to do like each one. And then it was just like a lot. Like, you have to like edit it like a real like essay and stuff as well. Like, it was a lot, but I think that's better than the 24-hour one still, because that would be a nightmare.
Yeah. It's also the referencing is different.
Uh-huh.
So our essays, if you've got extra reading, which obviously they want you to have, then you reference it normally. But then if you're referencing research that they've covered in the lecture, then you just have to put, like, the module code in the lecture that it's from.
Oh, that's so weird.
And you don't have to include it in the reference list.
Okay.
So it was kind of hard to juggle.
Yeah.
I don't know. So today, it was like, didn't say anything about referencing because it was short answer only.
Mm-hmm.
But they still give you the plagiarism warning. So when I was talking about research that I've covered in other modules, so it wasn't part of this module, I was like, well, I've got to reference it, because otherwise they're going to think I'm trying to, like, do you know what I mean? So I just did, like, an in text.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I'm better safe than sorry.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
But it's weird. We're, like, dissertations been and gone. Like, we talked so much throughout the last season of, like, the journeys with our dissertations, and now they're all done. It
was weird. Those the last few days where it's mainly editing is just, like, so much overthinking.
I know, because you've read it that many times that you're just like, this is absolute rubbish. Like, what I've written is literally awful.
I know. I said to my dad, I was like, I'm going mad, so can you do a grammar check? You know?
Grammarly broke the day before my dissertation was due as well, and I always check, like, I do each paragraph through Grammarly and then, like, format it and stuff, so I know that I've done that through Grammarly, and it broke, and I was just like, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, this is it.
Did it come back, or did you just have to deal with it?
I just had to deal with it. I think I had to, like, do it on Safari Grammarly or something, because Chrome Grammarly had broke. Right. But I was like, this is it.
Grammarly is so helpful and so unhelpful all in one.
Uh-huh.
Because sometimes they give me suggestions and I'm like, it doesn't make sense in the context.
You have to take it with a pinch of salt, don't you? Because it's not always right.
Also, every time I write an email, it pops up and I'm like, I'm writing an email, can you leave me alone? Yeah.
I would say, though, advice for any, like, second years that are about to do their dissertation section, just start as early as you can. I don't think any time is too early to start, because when it gets to, like, the last few months and you're like, why didn't I just read this earlier and stuff like that? Yeah. Just start earlier.
Even if you scrap it all, it's just good to start thinking about it, you know? It helps you, like, actually think about what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. Even, like, draft it early. Like, draft a paragraph, like, early, because you can just scrap it. Because doing it, like, not last minute, but doing it all, like, so much at the end is just a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to apart from that? You finished a while ago.
Yeah, I don't know what I've been doing. I've actually read a lot. This week I've read 3 books already.
Oh my god.
I know.
Bookworm queen.
I am. But, yeah, I haven't read anything. I read a book over the weekend which I thought you'd like.
Okay.
It's called American Dirt. It's, like, won a few awards. I think it won an award in 2019. And it's about, like, this mother and her son who live in Acapulco in Mexico, and they have to, like, flee the cartels, and then it's about them trying to cross into America.
That sounds so cool.
It's really, like, it's really sad, but it's really good. But I was reading more about the author, because I was like, I'm interested to know about the author. Assumed that she would be Mexican, because you'd think, but it was a bit problematic, because apparently she was, like, claiming a Latinx identity, but she's not, and stuff. God. So I was a bit like,
Do you know what this reminds me of?
The woman...
Hilaria Baldwin. She's like, my name is Hilaria. And they're like, why are you faking an accent then?
But yeah, I was just like, for God's sake. And everyone's like, it is a bit problematic, a lot of the stuff. It, like, stereotypes about Mexicans if you're not a Mexican writing it. But I did think it was good for people that don't know anything about, like, what it's like to migrate from Mexico to America and stuff, so I would recommend. And then I read one yesterday that I think you'd like as well. It was really short, because I got my mum bought me a Kindle. That's also an update. My mum bought me a Kindle for finishing my degree, and I never thought I'd read on a Kindle. Like, I was just like, I'll never like it, and I literally love it. It's so good. I think you'd like it as well, because you can read, like, really quick on it.
Right.
So it's not as like, I don't know, like you don't have to commit to reading as much as you do when you open a book. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that makes sense. I mean, how are you finding staring at a screen for that long and concentrating?
That is one thing, because I feel like it's not as bad now because I'm not staring at a screen all day doing work, but if you're on screens all day working, then the Kindle might not be the best thing, because you are then just switching to a different screen, and it does make my eyes hurt a bit at night, you know, if you're like, I don't know.
They are like, they do have that in mind when they build them though, because they have the yellow screen and stuff, right, so there's less blue light.
But yeah, I read one yesterday that I think you'd really like. It was called My Sister the Serial Killer. The author's name is something Braithwaite. I can't remember her first name, and it's the author's African English, I think, and it's set in Lagos, and it's really good. It's like basically this woman, her sister, like always kills her boyfriends, and she helps her.
What do you mean always?
She always, every time she has a boyfriend, she kills the boyfriend, and then makes up an excuse. And, well, you don't know whether she makes up the excuse or whether it's like actual real. And then she works at a hospital, this woman whose sister is always killing people. And then the sister comes in and starts talking to the man that she fancies, and she's like, oh my god. Because then she's like, oh my god, she's going to end up killing him. So it's like, it's really good. So I think you'd like it.
That sounds
It's not graphic.
great.
It's not really, well, it's not like gruesome, I wouldn't say. It's quite funny as well. Like, it's like, what's the like dark humour and stuff. But yeah, I would recommend that.
Yeah. I did actually find I got some audiobooks because I thought maybe that would help me do more reading.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that the chapters were the lecturer had given us the chapters that we need to read, so I didn't really need to get the audiobooks. But what I decided to do was listen and read.
Oh.
And it did help.
That's cool.
Yeah, but like I can't buy 2 copies of a book every time I want to read it.
I think sometimes, I swear there's like a thing where you can get both, because I swear like a lot of people do that.
Maybe.
That would be good though, wouldn't it? If that's how it makes it like better to read with.
Because like audio books, if you're doing something else, you might get distracted and not listen, but if you're just sitting there, it's boring. And reading, I'm just too easily distracted.
Yeah.
So I think that's
a good combo. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So hot tip.
Yeah. Read a tip.
Exactly. I'm not in the book community.
What about you? What have you been up to?
Well,
apart from
revision.
in the like 5 hours since you finished.
I literally, when I was like, if I was like watching lectures, obviously I was just watching them. But if I was just rewriting notes, I would have YouTube on the background the whole time.
Yeah.
Was it healthy? Fair. I don't know. But it kept me sane.
Yeah.
But we've been, so me, my mum and my sister watch an episode of something every night before we go to bed.
Yeah.
So I think the last time we spoke on the podcast, we were watching Cursed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I remember.
Update, it was meh.
Okay.
I thought it was good at the time, but then when we watched the next thing, I was like, okay, it's put it to shame. It hasn't put it to shame, but it's meh. Right?
Yeah.
So then next we watched, new on Netflix at the time, Shadow and Bone.
No, stop.
Have you seen it?
Okay.
Have you read the books?
Okay, I hate the Shadow and Bone books, but the Six of Crow, right, because they're 2 separate series. The Crows and Shadow and Bone are 2 separate book series. And I read Shadow and Bone in January, and I hated it. I really hated the first book. Didn't like it, but I was like, I'll watch the show. And then I was like, oh, who are these characters? And then I read the Six of Crow books last month. Literally my favourite books ever.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
I'm so confused.
Carry on about, yeah.
So what, does Shadow and Bone, the Netflix series, combine them?
Yeah, it combines, so the scenes with the crows, right? The crows? They never meet. You know, the crows are like the, how many, have you watched all of it yet or not?
Yeah. So spoilers alert, everyone.
Yeah. The crows are like Kaz, Jasper, Inej, like the thieves and the crows, right? And then the Shadow and Bone, they don't ever meet the two storylines, because basically in the Six of Crows books they have a heist, but it's not about Alina. It's about like something else.
Oh.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, but yeah. So you should read the Six of Crows books, because they're literally like so good.
Interesting.
I know, yeah.
Because obviously at the end it ends with all of them getting on the same ship.
And the girl Nina and Matthias, they're part of the Six of Crows books, but not part of Shadow and Bone.
I loved that storyline.
Yeah.
It was kind of obvious what was going to happen to a point.
Yeah.
But then how it ended, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I know, it's good. I can't believe you watched that.
It was so good. I enjoyed it so much.
It's good.
Because it was weird how you were like, you wanted Alina to do well, you wanted her to like, whatever, flourish. I don't even know what I wanted to happen because I didn't know what was... I was honestly very confused for 90% of the show.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They really threw you in. They didn't explain any lore. They were just like, go.
Yeah, I know.
So I was quite confused, but it was still enjoyable. So I wanted Alina to like do her thing, but I also wanted the thieves to succeed in stealing her, kidnapping her. It was really weird. And then when she went and got in the car,
I know.
I was
he was like,
I know. I was like, wow.
Because the books explain, because like there's 3 Shadow and Bone books, because they're all part of the Grishaverse, right? And I've only read the first one because I didn't like them, but I've read the two Six of Crows books, and it explains like a lot of the stuff that they don't explain in the show. Like, you know how he wears gloves, right? Cass, it's like a big thing. He can't like touch other people's skin, and it's like a big thing throughout the books.
Wait,
he had, like,
Cass is the main thief.
He's the main thief.
Okay.
He can't
yeah.
That's like a big thing. Like if you notice, I don't know, I can't really remember in the show, but yeah, he can't like touch other people's skin because of like something that happened when he was younger, and it's like a big thing. And I'm not going to spoil it because I'll probably go into it next season, but it's like But you'll really like the book. I think you'd like them.
Okay, because this makes sense because I was explaining to my sister, I was like, oh, there's a book series.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd like the book series, but
tell Maddie to read them, definitely.
Okay.
But not Shadow. Oh, I think read the first Shadow and Bone because I think it kind of sets up everything because that was the first.
Right. Yeah.
And then, but don't read I don't read the others. And then there's a new trilogy come out from that, I think, as well, about Nina. But yeah, I don't know. It's very confusing.
Because they just didn't explain it. They were just like, oh yeah, this girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's been kidnapped. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, they're gonna trial her, but they'll kill her. Do you know what I mean? I was like, okay, cool, I guess. But then the next thing we watched, incredible.
Yeah.
It came out last year on Netflix, and I never watched it because I didn't think that looked good. And boy, was I wrong. Lock and Key.
Okay, I remember it coming out.
You need to watch it.
Okay.
I was on the edge of my seat. For this one particular episode. I think it was like episode 5 or something. Because that is pretty freaky. It's pretty scary. Okay. But once you get past that, it's not scary.
What is the premise?
So it's the Locke family with an E, right? And they go and the dad dies, so then the mum and 3 kids go and live in his old family home where he grew up. But everyone in the town, because it's like a small community, so they all knew the Lockes. And they were like, oh yeah, bad house, like bad things happen there, all this stuff. And then the little boy finds this key, and he's like, I wonder what it does, like it's just a cool key. And then he like goes to explore the grounds of the house, and he comes across this well house, and he squidges through the bars, and he's like echoing through. He's like, whoa, on the well. And then this woman answers. And she's like telling him to find these keys and stuff. And like when he's close to a key, he can hear whispers, and it helps him guide him to find these keys.
Okay.
And then basically the whole family gets involved. It's this big thing. It's this mystery. What does the keys do? Why are there keys? And because it turns out that the person that killed the dad was asking, tell me about the key house, right? And so they're trying to work out, well, maybe this has something to do with it. What's going on? How did he know? Why is it so important? He was killed over it, all this stuff. And it's very good. It's great.
It sounds good. I'm like, okay.
It's like 8 episodes. You... Honestly, I can see you binging it in a day.
Okay. It sounds
Just
pretty
don't
good.
watch, like, the scary episode at night.
Okay.
Because it builds up and it's a bit more chill after that.
Okay.
But it's still exciting. You'll see.
Right.
And then we rewatch Stranger Things.
Nice. There's when's
incredible.
the new... Because there was a little trailer, wasn't there, out?
Apparently, I think it's summer next year.
Okay. It is. They
Which
do
is
leave
so
it a
long to
while,
wait.
don't they?
Because they had to postpone, production. So I think they're refilm. Because I assume they had to refilm scenes they've already filmed because the kids are all older now.
They must be like getting on for like 18. Like, I don't know.
They
how
are.
old
They're all like 18. Apart
Yeah.
from the boy that plays Will, who's like still 16. So I was like, he must have been like tiny in the first season.
Yeah.
So
Have you seen on Amazon Prime? Do you watch stuff? I can't remember if you watched stuff on Amazon Prime.
I've seen some things.
There's a new series on that called Panic.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't get the vibes that I'd enjoy that.
See,
It gives me Purge vibes, which I've never seen either.
once you realise, because I was like, oh God, no. Like my boy was like, do you want to watch it? And I was like, no. But then, it's written by a young adult author, and young adult isn't ever so like Shadow and Bone is young adult, for example.
Okay.
Like, and it's not. I've watched the whole thing. It's not scary. There's one episode that's a bit freaky.
Right.
But it was the first few episodes. I was like, wow, this is because it's like it kind of is like a purge concept. It's like these kids just do stupid things to win money and stuff, and it's like like they jump off things. They have to steal stuff. Like, but then I think it had a good potential. But then the end of the series was a bit of a letdown, to be honest.
Oh.
But if
I've seen people promoting it and it looked quite good.
Yeah, I think you should watch it if you get time. It's a bit like, which is good.
Yeah. Maybe I'll watch it with my boy. Me and my boy were watching The Circle USA.
Okay.
So I've never watched The Circle. Because I know it's a UK one, right?
Mhm.
Because I thought it was a dating show.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
But it's not. It's basically... So I'm watching the new one, the new USA one on Netflix, which has Chloe from Too Hot to Handle in it.
Stop. Really?
Yeah, literally. And basically what it's about is like... everyone sets up a profile and they can either be their authentic self or they can catfish as someone.
Okay.
So like there's this woman that's pretending to be her husband. And is pretending to be a single father.
That's weird. Okay.
So she's like, listen, guys respect single fathers, women love single fathers. I'm on for a winner.
I guess.
So she's like sharing all these pictures of her husband with their son, where she's taking the photo and is like, single dad. But like, so then they basically have like little games and they speak to each other and they're trying to work out who's genuine and who's not.
Mm-hmm.
And people naturally want to form groups, right?
Yeah.
So then there were these two girls that were like, didn't see eye to eye, and it's very juicy.
Okay.
You'd love it.
Okay.
You know how you love you've watched Temptation Island, right?
Yeah.
It's similar vibes because like you get, if you're not popular, because you vote for your favourite person.
Yeah.
If you're not popular, you get blocked. So you leave.
Okay.
So it's like these big, every episode, it's like these big vote-offs.
Okay, I feel like that does sound like a bit me.
It's good, because I thought it's another dating thing. But it's not dating, it's just like deceitful.
Interesting. Have you watched the UK one yet, or are you just still watching the US one?
We've paused watching the US one, but we're going to start watching it soon. Again.
Nice.
I've been waiting.
Me, you're going to love this, right? I've got my boy into Gilmore Girls.
Stop.
He loves it.
How do I get mine to get into... He
I
hates Gilmore Girls.
I was surprised because it's not really his sort, but he really likes it. We're on we're halfway through season 3 now, I think.
Stop. I think the key is consistency.
Yeah.
And getting through the first season.
Yeah, I think that's it. Your
I'm so
boy's watched a
jealous.
bit of it though, hasn't he?
Only when I'm sad. Because it's my comfort show.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we did the 3-episode rule. He said he didn't like it. And then, so now we only watch it when I'm like, oh, I need to watch Gilmore Girls. Basically.
I think you need to just pretend to be sad for a bit so he watches more, because then I feel like he might get into it.
Yeah.
I was very shocked
that's the
though.
thing. Oh.
I did not think it was his sort. He really likes Michelle and Luke. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, I quite like Luke's like shirts.
Right. And his cap.
Yeah.
Michelle is like did you know he doesn't have a French accent? The
Stop
actor.
it. I've always thought he did.
I'm sorry. He's Canadian, so he speaks French.
Yeah.
He's like Canadian French or whatever. But he doesn't have a French accent. He's just got a Canadian accent.
How did he put that on for that long?
I guess maybe his parents are fluent or whatever, so he picked the accent up from them because he does it perfectly.
I know. And it never changes either. Like, if you're putting on an accent, surely usually it changes. That's crazy.
I know. Because he was the first guest. I've only listened to the first episode of Luke, Scott Patterson's podcast about Gilmore Girls, right?
Uh-huh.
So he went on, I think his name is Yannick Truesdale.
Yeah.
He went on, and I was like, this can't be him. This can't be the guy that plays Michelle, because he's got a Canadian accent. So there you go. Sorry to burst that bubble.
I know, I can't believe that. My boy though, at the minute, because we're just getting to the Jess bit, like, and he's Team D, and I'm like, no.
Ooh.
He's gonna change his mind.
Yeah. The thing is, when I rewatched it recently, I'm still Team Jess, but I'm less Team Jess.
I was thinking the same thing, you know. I was just like, oh, he's just a bit like, he's a bit problematic, isn't he? Like,
exactly. I was like, I don't remember it being this toxic.
I know. But then I feel like you've got to think of it all, you know, like from the end. Because then if you think from the end, he's the only one that actually, I think, the only one that actually, like, wants her to do well, if you get what I mean. But he wants the best for her, not for him, I think.
Yeah. Because Logan was just like, be my accomplice.
Yeah.
Whereas Jess was like, you're going to achieve better things than me.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Exactly. And Dean was a bit like, you're doing too well, like, why can't I, like, do, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the scene that sells me on Jess is when she's with Logan, and it's when she wakes up, right?
Yeah.
He's like, this isn't you, what's going on? Like, he's awful, like, what are you doing, living in your grandparents' house? And she's like, you're right.
This is the thing, Ollie hasn't met Logan yet, so he has no perspective.
I really don't know, because I am rewatching it again.
Oh my god.
Accidentally.
You're never, like, not watching Gilmore Girls.
I know. The first, like, year and a half of uni, I only watched Friends.
Yeah, I remember that.
But now I'm back to Gilmore Girls.
Well, where are you now on it? Where are you up to?
Rory's just, well, she's in her second year of college.
Okay.
So she's meeting Logan.
Yeah.
Like, I actually skipped the episode where they go to the stupid camping trip.
Yeah.
And they jump off a building.
Uh-huh.
I skipped it. And then they're getting closer. I think that the next episode is the vow renewal episode. Which is very dramatic.
You must know all the episodes off by heart now, I swear.
Kind of. I'm on the Gilmore Girls subreddit. So people just put their unpopular opinions, and I'm like, So honestly, people just hate on Christopher. The whole subreddit is people hating on Christopher, and I'm here for it.
I know, I'm not surprised. Don't you remember when the Capitol riots happened? And I don't even think he was there, but everyone was like, wasn't the guy that played Christopher there? And I swear it just wasn't.
I swear. Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember. I swear he was like, guys, I was not at the Capitol riots. I was like, do people hate you or the character you played that much that they've just been like, I don't know.
Why is it played by two different people? The
Isn't
first episode?
Yeah, because the picture, right? You know, there's like this strip
Oh, yeah.
she's got from the photo booth or whatever.
He didn't storm the Capitol.
No.
But praises patriots who did.
Ooh, okay, that's grim. It's because everyone loves Luke, don't they? So everybody hates Christopher automatically because everyone loves Luke.
Well, also, he was just like... Oh.
Well, we've just got past the bit where he's like... with Sherry. Well, Sherry's having a baby. It's Gigi, right? The baby is called.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, oh, yeah. And then they have the baby shower and she's like, oh, he's such a great... He stepped up so much. It's just like, yeah, but he didn't do any of that for Rory, so shut up.
Yeah, exactly. And he pushed her. He pushed Lorelai too much when they were together.
I know. You need to give us an update on the YouTube driver because I've seen stuff about Trisha Paytas and stuff, but I don't know what's going on, so you're going to have to...
How long have you got? Okay, I am an avid watcher of the Frenemies podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch it when it started because I didn't like Trisha Paytas. Because she's problematic and stuff, but she really has been trying to be better, do better, spread more positivity, call out people. So she called out David Dobrik, she called out James Charles, all these people that have, And then she's just... I don't even understand. So she's quit Frenemies 3 times.
Yeah.
She stormed out 3 times and been like, nah, whatever, and then she's back the next week. Right? Okay. So I thought this was all it was going to be.
Yeah.
They had this the chemistry was awful in the last episode. Trisha was clearly off. And then she's like, I hate this idea. This idea that one of the producers had come up with, seemingly. I don't like the idea. So she's trashing on it, even though she'd agreed the day before in texts to do the idea, right?
That's weird.
And it turns out the person that did all the work to bring the segment together was her first day. And was the girlfriend of one of the key crew members.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's quite a small group of crew members, so they're all key, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's been on it a long time. So anyway, they were meant to be recording a vlog the next day. And then Trisha had been saying, I want to hire people that are just for me so that they can help me express my opinions more so that I can have more input in the show.
Okay.
So she wanted a cameraman and a producer just for the podcast, which basically would replace most of the crew members they already had.
That's so
effectively
weird.
Firing them from that show, right?
That's just so diva-ish as well, isn't it? Like, I want my own cameraman.
Yeah. And she was bringing up how much she was getting paid, questioning why he was taking, like, the money he was taking. And she was saying it's not a 50-50 split. And he was saying, well, that's because of production costs.
Yeah.
Right? Because the company is putting it on. All she does is come up with ideas. They bring them to life. They run the show. And she was upset that she wasn't getting a clear 50-50 cut. But obviously, if she was getting a clear 50-50 cut, then he wouldn't be, because he has to pay for the production.
Yeah.
So she then puts this video out that she's quitting Frenemies, that it's not working, she doesn't want to be a part of a toxic work environment because the crew now hate her because Ethan had told the crew that Trisha wanted to fire them.
Well,
and she
what
was
did she
like...
expect then? Like...
I know. So she was like, I never said that. Show me receipts that said that I told you to fire the crew. But she's getting too worked up over the specific words that he said rather than the concept of replacing crew members.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so Ethan releases this video explaining stuff because Trisha had like released their profit margins for merch and all this stuff that's not public knowledge.
That's bad.
And like Ethan's like it's just past the point of redemption. Like resurrecting redemption. Yeah. And then Trisha puts out these 3 45-minute long videos. So altogether is longer than the runtime of the new film Cruella, right?
Stop.
Would you rather watch Cruella or Trisha Paytas cry for an hour and a half? So she's they're called Ethan Lies, apart from one of them is spelt wrong. Ethan.
Stop it.
And then and it's her reacting live to his response, right? Which means, because his is a calculated, he's planned it out, is rational. She's just reacting live, so she's repeating herself the whole time, she's contradicting herself, she's showing screenshots of private text messages, like all this stuff, and it's just ridiculous at this point.
Who's gonna work with her though? Because if she's proved herself to be like untrustworthy and like exposes stuff and like exposes private stuff about the company, who's gonna work with her? People are gonna be like, no, don't work with her. Like,
I know. It's not looking good for her.
No.
And she's about to launch a skincare range.
Oh dear.
She literally released the trailer for the skincare range today. After 5 videos that she's released on Ethan.
Oh my god, because people are going to be like, it just comes across like very out of touch as well about, doesn't it? Like, she must make so much money, right? To then be like, why am I not getting 50? Like, that comes across, and it's not like you're literally, you know, at a company and someone who sits next to you and does the same job as you is getting paid more than you. Like, it's, you know, someone has to pay for the production costs.
Yeah. Exactly. It's just, I was watching this commentary channel called, the guy called Adam McIntyre, and because he's been keeping up with it a lot and tweeting about it and stuff, and he was like, I'm sorry, are we meant to feel sorry for you getting hundreds of thousands of dollars instead of hundreds and hundreds of thousands?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just because she says she doesn't care about money, but then all she talks about is this 5% extra that he's getting.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And she's like, the contradiction is ridiculous. She's like, I never said that the idea was rubbish, although if I'm being honest, it is. I'm like, what do you mean?
Oh my god.
So, that's... Whew.
I did wonder what was going on, because I kept seeing Tisha Paytas come up, and I was like, I'm going to have to ask you next time I speak to you.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's literally the week after Ethan and Ela found out that they're going to have another baby.
Right. So they don't need the stress, like...
No, exactly. Because she's just found out. She found out live on the podcast.
Oh my god.
So she couldn't, like, hide it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but they've always been very open. Like, if something goes wrong, we'd still want to talk about it, so we're just going to say that we're pregnant now anyway.
Yeah,
but fair. They don't know. They're finding out. They're going to reveal today whether it's twins or triplets. Because they couldn't tell. But there are multiple babies.
Oh my god.
And then Trisha was mad that Ethan had titled the Frenemies episode Pregnancy Announcement because people would think that Trisha is pregnant. Which I was like, I guess they could have called it Ela's pregnant, but then that's what they put on their podcast title.
Yeah.
So but then everyone was like, well, why can't he title it about something about him? Because he's a co-host. Yeah. And it's a big thing that they're having a baby.
She just sounds
just
like
a lot.
Very dramatic.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to talk about music?
Okay. I have one.
Is there anything? Go for it.
I haven't really been listening to a lot of music, to be honest. I feel like I'm a bit... Because I listen to it when I work, usually, so I'm a bit, like, music out, but...
Okay.
I don't know if you're going to be, like...
If it's who I think you're going to say...
Okay. Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, my God. I'm obsessed.
At the start, I was, like... My boy was, like... Because he loves the High School Musical programme, right?
Yeah.
And he was like... I was like, this is so embarrassing. Like, she's like a teenager. Like, why are you so obsessed with her? And then now I'm like, I love this woman.
The fangirl in me for her...
I know.
Is unreal. Because I feel like the last time we spoke about her, I was like, oh, whatever. Because I thought she was a TikToker originally.
Same. Yeah, I know.
But no. I think she's the next Ariana Grande.
Yeah. She's, like, so good. Like, I can't believe I was slating her for so long. I'm sorry, Olivia Rodrigo.
I know. Love you.
I know. What position are we in, though, to be, like, screaming this breakup album? Please.
I know. My boy was like, have you seen those TikToks, like, asking my boy to break up with me for 13 seconds so that I can feel... so I can relate? But I was like... This is incredible, because I liked Driver's License. I was late to the party, but it was good.
I still have only listened to it like once, so I didn't really get into Driver's License.
It's the bridge.
Okay.
In the music video, she's like hanging out of a car and she's like, red lights. And I'm like, yes. But Deja Vu, incredible.
Yeah.
And then Good For You, I was like, the thing about her is that it's new music, but it's so nostalgic.
Yeah. Did you watch the video for Good For You?
Yeah.
It's incredible, isn't it? Like, my favourite music video for ages. Like, love it.
Oh, it's just like, it came out like a week after J. Cole. And I was like, this is incredible. This is what real music, this is so deep. Like, this is his whole life put into this album. Like, I was like blown away.
Mm-hmm.
And then Olivia Rodrigo comes out and I'm like, good for you. I was like, this is bad.
Uh-huh.
But I watched this. You need to watch this video, okay?
Mm.
This guy called H.T. Hayes reacting to Sour.
Mm.
And I watched the entire thing and was laughing the entire way through. The title's like 26-year-old man listening to Olivia Rodrigo.
I've seen it advertised on YouTube, but I need to watch it.
You need to watch it.
True
It's
though,
hilarious.
Like,
yeah.
she's like, literally, she's literally like 18. Like, that is insane, isn't it? Like, wow.
And she works with the same producer the whole way through. And the finishing on all the songs and the production is like incredible. Wow. And the only other person that the producers work with is Conan Hayes, who I think is a TikToker.
Right, okay.
No. Conan Gray?
I think, yeah.
I don't know, I'm not done with my kids anymore.
That vaguely makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, but wow.
Yeah. Also, I'm now into the High School Musical programme. Meet my boy, he's got me into it because I'm just like, I'm obsessed with her. Like, I think she's absolutely incredible.
I think I might start watching it now.
You need to. It is very cringe. It's like, did you watch Glee?
Right.
I can't remember whether you used to watch Glee. No. It's kind of cringe like Glee, but without all the like drama. Like, it's good. It's good.
Is it cringe like Riverdale?
No, it's more wholesome
cringe.
cringe. It's just like them being very wholesome, but it's good.
It's Jughead going, I'm a weirdo, Betty. I wear his hat all the time. That's weird.
No, the best is like when he's in the prison or whatever, and he's like, "Have you ever played high school football or whatever?"
You never experienced the highs and lows of a high school football game. They referenced that. In like a recent episode of Riverdale, Jughead's like, let me guess, it's not the same as the highs and lows of a football game. I was like, whoa, that's meta.
Whoa. Are you still watching Riverdale?
Me and Maddie meme watch it.
Yeah.
We watch it.
You're like,
and
yeah,
laugh.
we watch it ironically.
Honestly, I wouldn't, but it's like a tradition now.
Yeah, that's fair. I was thinking, because last time you explained what was going on, I was like, do I get back into it? I feel like this summer I might get back into it.
I don't know what's going on anymore. They've had a time skip.
Right, yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
Betty's an FBI agent. In fact, she's not. She's in training or something, but she's running around Riverdale with the authority of an FBI agent. Like high up. She's like, I can do what I want. I'm above the law.
Wow.
Running around with an FBI jacket on. I'm like, that's me buying Cambridge mug and walking into a job interview like, guess what? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a weird thing. You need to stop me if I'm talking too much because I'm a bit overexcited.
No, that's fine.
So, we're all familiar, we all love Gordon Ramsay kitchen nightmares.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Weird thing that I started noticing, because I get them recommended to me a lot.
Yeah.
Weird thing that I'm beginning to notice is they've clearly hired someone to spice up the titles of the videos, of the clips.
Really?
Either someone young who does understand memes and thinks this is a funny troll, or doesn't understand memes but is trying to.
Yeah.
So I would like to read some
ready.
titles of videos.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's see. Gordon Ramsay is built different. 1.5 million views. Hippity hoppity, Gordon's on your property.
So I'm getting the vibes that it's like a middle-aged person trying to be down with the kids. That's what I'm getting.
When the food is straight bussin'.
Stop it.
Staff we stan. It's endless.
As in, have they renamed old stuff they've uploaded? Like...
No, these are mostly new ones, but I think they have renamed some.
Mm-hmm.
What's this one? Oh my god, you're going to love this one.
Uh-huh.
Moments more shocking than when I found out it's not butter. I was like, who have they hired? Moments that butter my egg roll? I mean, come on.
Oh my god, that is random to notice though, to be honest. Like, that's very, very niche of you to notice.
Thank you. I just noticed it and I was like, and oh my god. So the butter one, the description is, it's Wednesday, my dudes. I mean, it's not Gordon, is it, writing these things?
Gordon's like had a few beers at home. He's like, I'm a bit bored.
He's spending too much time on TikTok, honestly.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Uh-huh.
I actually hate that when he goes through the drive-thru and like picks apart like a McDonald's burger, and I'm like, well, it's not the server's fault, is it?
Yeah, they're not.
It's McDonald's.
Yeah. I've been watching on Disney Plus. It's called Bones. Have you heard of it?
All right. No.
It's like, it's one of these like American like crime soaps from like the 2000s, like Criminal Minds or something.
Yeah.
And I've been watching it like an episode like once a night if I'm bored. It's not, and I don't like it, but I watch it every night. Like, I find it boring. And there's 17 seasons, and I'm on season 4, and there's like 30 episodes a season. And every episode is the exact same. The exact same thing happens.
Is it like different cases, or is it like a series?
Yeah, it's like, so it's like, it's not real, it's like fake, obviously.
Oh.
It's got, one of the guys from Buffy the Vampire Slayer in it. That's why that's why I started watching it, because I like him. But it's like, basically, it's based on a true story about this woman who was an archaeologist. Well, she's still alive, I think, an archaeologist, but she writes like books that are like fiction about like stuff. And basically, she works for the FBI because she identifies like bones.
Yeah.
And then they solve murders from the bones.
Oh.
But normally in these sort of soaps, like in Grey's Anatomy, stuff happens with like the characters each episode, and it progresses. Yeah. Nothing ever happens in this programme. It's the exact same situation now as it was in season 1, episode 1. Like, I swear, nothing ever happens.
Oh no.
I know, I don't know why I watch it. I don't even like it, but I just watch it.
You need to move on.
I'm that bored, I know.
I get what you mean though, when you just, you're in the habit of watching something, so you just carry on watching it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you need to find something else.
I know.
I mean, that's why I kind of got bored of Lucifer.
Yeah, it's the same vibe,
just,
kind of.
Yeah. Okay, someone's been murdered, what's new?
Yeah, I used to like Lucifer, and then I think I stopped watching it because it was just the same.
Yeah. Yeah, my boy wants me to carry on watching it, but I struggle. I have to force myself to watch it, you know, which isn't the vibe. Isn't the hot girl summer vibe.
No.
Oh my god, Doja Cat.
Okay, yeah.
She's album announced 25th of June or something.
Ooh,
26th.
Nice. Okay.
She released a new music video today. I watched it as it premiered.
Was it
by
good?
chance? It was, first of all, scandalous.
Is it like summer vibes? Is it going to be like a good summer album?
Yeah, I think Kiss Me More is a better summer anthem.
Okay.
But because this is more rappy.
Right.
But it was really good, and obviously because it's like Planet Her and stuff. That's the album name.
Mm-hmm.
She's like an alien, I guess, in everything. So like in Kiss Me More, she was pink. This one, she was like greeny blue. Iconic. And yeah, it's like her seducing human men. Nice. But it's like her and with Grimes. Grimes is in it because that's her vibe, the alien vibe. Yeah. And I was like, you've got Elon's girl in it. I find that so crazy that they're together.
I know.
They're just so separate, but iconic that Grimes and Doja Cat are.
Doja's a proper TikTok like anthem writer now. Like every TikTok I see is always a Doja song. I swear.
I know. I don't know how she does it. This is what I feel like I said this last episode of last season. It's like songs of hers from Hot Pink that was released at the end of 2019 are still going viral on TikTok and are still creating new trends, and it doesn't make any sense.
I know. It's like Olivia Rodrigo is as well, isn't she? Like all of her this new album is perfect for TikTok.
Yeah. It's like Bella Port. She's a TikToker. She released a song clearly made for TikTok, but it still bopped, and they cut James Charles out of it. He was meant to be in the video, and then all the scandals came out, and they covered his face with smoke.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I was like, that's iconic.
That's a statement, isn't it?
I know. You can tell it's him as well. He's like flailing around, and they're just like, we do not see.
Yeah. I have a few things to say. Vegetarian update.
No.
We're still going.
Tell me.
We haven't caved, which is good.
Wow.
I know. But I went to, there's this, like, it's like a diner sort of thing in Tamworth called Corey's, which is like a classic staple. And my boy loves it because it's like burgers and stuff.
Oh,
and he came like 2 weeks ago and we went for lunch.
Yeah.
And I was really excited because they do vegan hot dogs. Because I told you, I tried those like hot dogs. They were meant to be fake frankfurters at home and they were absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, okay, I'm really excited. It got vegan cheese on it. It got like peppers, onions. I was really excited and it came and it tasted no different to meat. And I was like, for a few minutes, I was like, I'm not convinced that this isn't meat. Like, and
Did
I
you
ate the
check?
whole thing. No, I was too awkward to check. But my boy tasted it and he was like, I don't think it's meat. But I have not had something that tastes as much like meat as that. It tasted no different. And then I ate it all and I was like, wow, that was amazing. But then later that day I did have like really bad stomach ache.
Oh God.
So I don't know whether I accidentally ate a whole frankfurter or not.
Would you have got stomachache from frankfurter though? Because we used to eat them all the time.
I know, but I feel like because I haven't had meat since, September, I don't know whether it would upset my stomach or whether it was just like general me always getting stomach ache. I don't know.
If it was meat, you were about to get a very nice compensation coming your way.
And then I was like, surely they wouldn't put vegan cheese on a meat hot dog, you know?
Right, that is true.
I think it was just, it was incredible, honestly. I think it was a Moving Mountains one, if it was meant to be that. So I'm gonna, because they sell them at like Sainsbury's, like frozen, so I'm gonna try one of them. Because it was insane. It tasted exactly like a frankfurter, like crazy, so yeah.
Let's hope.
Yeah, let's
hope. It's like that Sophia and Chincy video where they spent 10 minutes trying to decide whether the Nando's imposter burger was actually... Because sometimes, I feel like sometimes, as a meat eater, watching people, like vegan or vegetarian people that have been vegan or vegetarian for a long time, go, this is just like meat. I'm like, is it? Or have you just not had meat for so long that you've lost your frame of reference?
Yeah.
But then sometimes, because we always get vegan or vegetarian sides when me and my sister order pizza, so that we can both have it. Like, I think the Pizza Hut vegan nuggets are, like, very similar, and that's coming from me.
Yeah.
Like, a meat eater.
The Domino's ones, do you mean?
Is it the Domino's ones? It might be the Domino's ones.
Yeah, because they are I think they're quite like meat, yeah.
I was like, this is crazy, because this isn't just like, oh guys, I swear it's really similar. Like, I was like, that's close.
Yeah.
It's crazy how close it's getting now.
The KFC vegan burger, like, last time me and my mum went, I was like, Mum, like, I'm not sure this is, like, some stuff it's like, wait, like...
Well, you would get stomachache if you ate real chicken then, because I always want stomachache after eating a KFC.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, I get what you mean though, because I think, like, with, like, the fake beef burgers, I haven't had beef because I don't think I ate beef for a while before I went veggie. And I eat them and I'm like, wow, this tastes exactly like beef. And then my boy's like, no, it doesn't.
That's funny. I think chicken must be the easiest to emulate.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Imitate? You know, I learnt today in my exam the difference between imitate and emulate.
I don't know the difference between emulate.
Apparently, imitate is an exact copy. Emulate is copy but make better.
Oh, you learn something new every day.
I was like, I shouldn't be learning this in my exam.
Yeah.
But there you go. Yeah.
I was like, the other day I was like, right, I'm going vegan. I was like, that's it, I'm taking the plunge. Woke up the next morning and was like, I can't live without Domino's.
Well, Domino's do have a vegan range,
I know, but vegan cheese is absolutely foul, isn't it?
Right. That's true.
One day. I'm getting better with vegan cheese. Like, I liked it on that hot dog I had and stuff, but it's just, it still is a bit weird to me, but I'm getting better with it.
I feel like there are very specific brands and types and...
Does Maddie have the vegan one when you have Domino's?
I don't think... No, not when we have Domino's, because you can't get a stuffed crust.
Yeah,
can't get a stuffed crust vegan.
Mm-hmm.
So she just gets, like...
cheese and tomato or veggie, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She normally gets margarita with mushrooms.
Yeah. Nice.
We're actually getting a Pizza Hut tonight to celebrate the end of exams.
Nice.
So she gets vegan at Pizza Hut.
Does she?
Because they do a stuffed crust, but it's square.
Oh, see, I think it must depend, because at the Pizza Hut near me, they don't do anything vegan.
Yeah, I think because we're near Crawley was one, because it's quite a big Pizza Hut, because it's the one that we pick up from it's in, like, I don't know what you call it, it's like next to the cinema, and there's a bowling alley, and there's other
like
food
a complex
places.
Sort of thing.
Yeah. So it's like a big one. It obviously gets a lot of revenue or whatever. So it was one of the places that they were trialing the vegan stuff. So I feel like it just stuck there, but it isn't in other places.
Yeah, that's good though. Maybe you do mean the ones from Pizza Hut then, because I think they just don't do vegan stuff at the Pizza Hut near me.
I don't know, because the Domino's ones, they both definitely have them.
Yeah.
It could be that. I can't remember.
Papa John's ones are not. They're like the one when I had the vegan nugs from Papa John's. They were like that thick. It's like a sponge.
I've never understood why people like Papa John's.
No.
Apart from when they did the promotion of the free pizza.
I know, it is cheap. Like, don't get me wrong. I actually do prefer Papa John's to Pizza Hut. I know. I'm very sorry.
That is crazy to me.
It's because, I'll tell you, there's 2 reasons.
Tell me.
Let me tell you something. I don't like, the crust at Pizza Hut, it's like really salty.
Yeah.
And every time I have a Pizza Hut, I don't know what they do to it, whether it's just the one near me, but it's always swimming in grease. It's like so greasy.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true. But if you get it takeaway, it all soaks into the box. It's fine.
That is true also.
Just got to put like a towel down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Domino's is the pizza of the student. They have the student discounts.
It is.
I don't know about other unis. I was telling Maddie, I was like, listen, if your uni's anything like Warwick, like, they do promotions. Do you remember first day of freshers, they were giving out free slices?
I know. I reckon they do it everywhere.
And then do you remember, randomly, after Pop, the SU club night at our uni, they would sell individual pizzas for £5.
I forgot they did that.
I swear, I'm pretty sure it was me and you, came out of the SU, and they were standing there with their little stall with like pepperoni and margaritas, and I was like, I'll take 2 margaritas and a pepperoni, thank you. And we just went back and ate them.
Yeah, I feel like we did. Yeah, you need to tell Maddie to make the most of it, because as soon as you go off campus and stuff, it's more expensive, isn't it? As well.
Yeah, because the codes didn't, I don't know.
I know. They do the 2 for 1, don't they? But it doesn't always work.
No.
So, we've got a few quick things to say. I'm in the process of setting up like a book Instagram and a book blog, kind of linked to the podcast, because it's all going to be about books for like your 20s and stuff. But I will
subdivision.
A subdivision, if you will. I'll share more info about that in the future. Abbey, do you want to say a bit about the new graphics and stuff we're thinking about?
Or do we haven't.
Keep it a surprise.
We can keep it a surprise. We're just working on new graphics.
We're working on new graphics, yeah.
More to come.
Yeah.
We're just waiting on our team. No, I'm joking. It's just running it through my legal team,
Yeah. Making sure that you don't get 5% more than me.
Oh. Well, actually, I'm dealing with the production costs, so...
Okay. But, yeah, we're going to be, hopefully, 1 episode a week over the summer. But, yeah, we hope you all enjoy freedom. Have nice summers. Enjoy the weather while it's warm.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you follow us on all our socials. Everything linked below.
Yeah.
Have a good week. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.